Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just a quick heads up before we get started on this video. I was looking through my old recordings and I came across a bunch of videos from 2019 from a 2 versus 2 tourney that Nimzo set up. So here's a bunch of games from that. I've gone through to see if they're okay, and I think, you know, for a suite of videos, I think they're good. But the big warning is these are old meta and old balance. These do not represent the current meta and the current balance. Do not take necessarily build advice or unit composition advice immediately from this video. Take it as an idea for things, but don't try and copy the stuff because well, the balance is old, basically. Awesome. Incontrovertible, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we've got potential spawns on the south there. 2 of them. And here we go. On the South Pole then, in Team Yellow, we've got Ematarkus and Atmospheric, who will be watching in the South picture-in-picture, or the lower picture-in-picture, because we don't have a relationship there with our picture-in-pictures. And in the North, in Team Purple, we've got Anonymous 2 and Reckoner. This is incontrovertible. Or furry yet moist. With, what's that, 705 radius and 122 metal. What are these players in the purple team doing then? Bots first in each case, going into air second. Fabs coming out to start. The thing with this map is, straight off the bat, metal is kind of sparse. It's not really clumped in an entirely helpful way. So you're going to have to defend it quite well and or just expand in numerous different directions. What do we got coming out of here? We've got a Pelican for potential unit drops. And a Firefly from the other player. Getting a nice bit of scouting off, and Fab is going in different directions there. Meanwhile, on the south, we've got a few docks coming out already. Fab is going off in teams of 2 for that player. Meanwhile, for this one, going straight up into a vehicle transition. Interesting. So, one player is... Whoa, we've got 0 air factories from Team Yellow. 0 air factories. Ladies and gentlemen, Houston, we have a problem. Particularly on a map of this size, where the metal is this spread out, you're going to want some air. You really, really are. So coming along there with the Pelicans, looks like we might have had a unit drop over there. Was that a docks drop, possibly? We've got a Firefly down there on the underside, so that's going to give Team Purple a nice look at those 2 Fabs and say, oh look, I can go and drop something on top of those guys. What do we got here? A Fabber. Nice use of the Fabber drop there. Straight into these 8 mechs that otherwise could only be raided by amphibious units or potential grenadiers. Early into the game. Pings, pings, pings from Yellow saying, oh yeah, I've got some docks, use them. Off they go. Why is this a thing? Yeah, there we go. I thought so. I thought not. I'm certainly interested in following this tank strat, it must be said. Going for ants and a spinner there in the forward group with a few docks off to the side. I mean, they could lock down some areas of metal there, but what they really want to do is get that spinner assisting some of these Fabs, one of which has just been sniperinoed. Gone, gone, gone. That's going to set Yellow back just a little bit there. They don't have all that many Fabbers. Most of them are in the base and idle currently. 2 vehicle Fabs there. Potentially for the vehicle T2 rush, so keep an eye out for a T2 vehicle factory in picture-in-picture. But the counter raid is real. Yellow there taking out 3 Fabs for Team Purple. In come the bombers though. Ah. And that was just the worry. With only a single fab, it couldn't quite build fast enough. I wonder if those metal extractors paid for themselves, though, and it is entirely possible that they did and are doing so. Interesting that those docks didn't sort of hang around and take them all out, but there you go. Popping another one down, wasting no time in getting a combat fab up there. He'll put some mines down. Defend that nicely from future raids. Bombers are still there to do a little bit of defense. Fabbers moving around the mid for both teams, and it's at this point that I would start to expect to see T2 factories coming up. Indeed, we've got some T2 vehicles from Team Yellow on the south at minute 6 rather. My eyes are terrible. What is going on there, Amatarkus? Meanwhile, on the north, we do not have any T2 as of yet. What we do have is a rather ostensibly defensive play from Team Purple. Apart from the air game, their ground is very, very reserved. There we go, T2 bots on the way. Using their air dominance that they know they have in swathes to defend their frontier.
Thank you for the follow.
Omnix.
Much appreciated.
What is this? Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've got Faberspam, but we also have a proxy double naval factory. Hello. Now Yellow sees it, but the narwhal is already there. The anti-air capability is already there. Yellow is aware of it. Oh dear. That's a slight problem. So they're going to want to get up some torps over there fast, fast, fast. Move the Fabbers away, get the commander over there, but currently he's assisting the T2 vehicles. I don't altogether know why these units are coming over, because they're not really going to do much. You need some torps with some line of sight blockage there to really be able to deal with that.
Thank you for the follow, Disgrape. That must be the 5th time you followed me in total.
Nice, what are Team Purple up to elsewhere? Sending off a Fabber there to replenish those mechs, doing a little bit of raiding around the middle with a few Fabs of their own. Got up a turret there. Yellow has seen it, pinging it away. I'm gonna keep this naval in the bottom picture-in-picture there, because that is a worry and a half for Team Yellow. But they do have a nice base coming up in the middle of the map there.
Thank you for the follow, Brainy Smurf. How smart is your Smurf? Hashtag.
Not altogether sure why Yellow are quite so heavy on tanks, as I said earlier in the game. It's very, very slow. And that's kind of not what they want right now. What they need is map presence. That's a lot of Fabs! No! That's a lot of Fabs gone. That's... there you go. What do we got there? Just sheer air force from Team Purple. And some locusts too.
Thank you for the follow. QWERTY, numbers.
Locusts coming out there.
Thank you for the follow.
Aiden XPR. Am I going to have to turn off my follow notifications? I might do. And now here's the thing, because Team Purple know that they have such a commanding reach over this map and such domineering map control with their air omnipotence right now, they're just using air fabs. Why not? There's absolutely no reason not to use air fabs here, because Team Yellow simply cannot contest it. In no way, shape or form. They've got no T2 near the enemy. Team Purple have T2 in the base. They're not yet going for the eco game on that T2, but they don't need it. Currently they've got more than enough eco, and they need these locusts to deal with other stuff. Team Yellow, though, got a sizable T1 force, but it does seem to be kind of split up in most places. T2 vehicles are up and finished, getting the T2 power up first. If you're subscribed, be ready with your nom emoticons.
Yes, that is right. You can have non-emoticons for your Locust joy if you are subscribed. Be ready for this Locust run. And I hope you are. Because we'll be following it in that picture-in-picture right about there. Is not a good way to deal with Locusts unless it's gunships. Here we go with the noms, please, folks. Woo. Nom nom. Oh, not the T2 power. It's only just been completed. The commander is there to deal with it, but still not good news. The Locust is there trying to chew away at the T2 fab. That's not going to happen. T2 fabs are worth a surprising amount of metal. That's the emoticon I was after, folks. Not literally nom 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 nom, but it's good enough. All that excitement for Nout. T2 naval coming up now, though. Whoa, that don't look very nice. That don't look very nice at all. What we're going to do is we're going to set that in the opposite there. Look at the ecos there for Team Purple. 322, and they're not really even bothering with T2 eco at this point. If you've got good enough eco, there's no reason to really come out with a T2 fab straight away if having those units on the ground earlier is going to give you more of an advantage. Gregor says, what's the most important thing they could build out of that T2 naval? It's a Leviathan, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls. It's a big ship that goes pew-pew. I'm not altogether sure that that's going to be able to do a huge amount. It's not really going to have reach over this base. A kaiju would have been so much better. Maybe even a typhoon. But all of a sudden that T2 vehicle factory is in jeopardy. They should still have those T2 vehicle fabs somewhere. There we go, building an Ares. And we've got Icarus. Team Yellow, are you taking this seriously? Are you taking this seriously? Take that sound clip and add it to a sound mod so that you can type, are you taking this seriously in game? And you'll hear my voice lovely in game saying, are you taking this seriously? When you are absolutely annihilating your foe. That is called a taunt. Funny thing is, neither of these teams can hear me taunting them. Ha ha. Slammer's coming down the middle now. Finally, Team Purple pushing out with their ground force, circumventing all of this because they don't really need to tackle it. It's only guarding 4, 5, 6 mechs. And ultimately, you want to kill commanders, and commanders are not up in that middle section. A bit of a lull in festivities. Fighting has temporarily subsided. Team Purple, though, they've got their 2 T2 factories up on the north and a T2 air coming right up. And just about getting that eco now as well, because they are starting to struggle with it, given their factory count of 19. In come the Slamzenos, and look at that obsolete Leviathan, ×2, no less. Oh dear. What a waste. Coming out with a kaiju at last, though. Slammer's coming in against these factories. No questions asked. There we go, yellow pinging that. T2 vehicle factory is gonna go down. The thing is, are Team Yellow gonna replenish it with another T2 vehicle factory using these all-important fabs right here? As soon as those die, after that T2 factory dies, that's a big setback. If you've got a T2 factory and you're about to lose it, save a fab. Save an advanced fab. Gregor says I'm going to regret disrespecting that battleship. Hey, dude, I like the battleship. I just can't get behind its choice to build it here. Innocent says that Ares could potentially win the game. Certainly if Team Yellow can't muster up a half-decent attack force. They are mopping up this middle section. A few peddlers aren't really going to do anything. We have got some ghillie sniper bots coming out in there now too. So much metal unclaimed here. Team Purple now coming in down the side. As soon as we get some kaijus out of here, linking up with this slammer and sniper bot force, this commander will find himself in jeopardy. Because his defense are a legion of combat fabs and Icarus. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I can't say I believe you, Innocents, when you say that this Ares could win them the game, because they don't have the anti-air support, and Team Purple have the air game. All Team Purple need to do is take out this, which is going to be very, very easy indeed. And, yeah, just switch to bombers straight up. Or gunships, even. They are trying to build more air factories, so I think they know that this is an all-or-nothing strat. They're going in with the commander as well. They are moving house. Oh, of course, that's right. Horseflies are now in the game. I'd just go with gunships there, actually, rather than horseflies. Horseflies are for soft targets, and their turning circle is not so good. Gunships will have a much better damage over time ratio than horseflies ever could. I don't know quite what to make of this. That's what I'm going to make of it. Picture-in-picture viewfinder. We only have a single comp push with it, though. The other commander is struggling. Loads of air. Oh, there we go, with a few gunships coming in. Horseflies. First time we've seen those in live game. Look at that, how tanky they are. Oh, no, there's a T2 Fab. Only one of them left. Pings from Purple saying, oh, there's an Ares. Oh, no, there's two of them left. My mistake. Loads of horseflies, though. Going to get picked off by all that air. Horseflies are not good against commander, folks. Also, that's some interesting micro of horseflies, telling them to stop moving in front of a hard target like that. That's potentially quite powerful. But there we go. Ares versus the Docks Patrol. It's going to struggle a little bit. Yes, use my big cannon to take out these single wandering docks. That's a good idea. Close enough in now, though. Support with the T1 army. The Ares is losing a lot of health, it has to be said. Trample damage over all of those units, though. But more keep coming in. You have got the Blue Hawk. The Ares is super duper weak. We've got a commander cordoned off here by a kaiju that's, yeah, not going to give him any space to run. Our T2 Fabs are gone. It's all or nothing. Can this Ares kill two commanders? I am doubtful. This is Purple's game. Woohoo! Now there's an Air Force. Come on. Oh, wow. With the horseflies. Boom. Down they go. Straight on that commander. That's not how the horseflies are supposed to work. They're supposed to, you know, move a little bit. Not sit in one spot. That's someone spamming the stop key right there, is what that is. Horseflies are T2 air, Marcus Godathian. T2 air. And the kaijus come in to steal the kill. Down goes the com. Team Purple are victorious there. Also known as Nuet we gardenia. Something, something, something. That was that.